There we go. All right. Now we're on. There we go. Oh, ooh, 1 minute left. Go. Go. All right. Next set. Here we go. All right. Let's get it going. Morning again. So we're just doing the calculations here. We've got 2 Jasons, 2 Wrights, and 2 Kettlesons on this workout. We're saying great things come in pairs. Yeah. We've got me and Jason here on the team bus here, and looking going for the 30-30s today. Oh. So one way to kind of look at the 30-30s is that it's a short way to get more and more time in the VO2 zone. So if we did 10 of them, that'd be 3 minutes worth. Wait, is that right, math? 300 seconds worth of VO2 effort. I gotta do the math on that. So that'd be 5 minutes at the VO2 zone. And so really, the ideal amount of time you want to spend in that VO2 zone is anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes to really get the effect and be able to use that on some of those climbs that are within that zone. You get a good understanding of the wattage that you can push for those amount of times. So when you see Stoker go off the front at zone 5 and it's an 8-minute climb and it's like 150% of his FTP, you know that he's coming back. You know he's coming back. Yeah, I did tell him. I was telling him during the race. Come on. So Jason's got 15, so that'll put him at, let's see, I think it's 7.5 minutes. Yeah. So this ends up being all an accumulation to be able to do multiple 8-minute intervals at around 105 to 110% of your FTP. Far too often enough, riders don't go hard enough on the hard days and easy enough on days like today to recover which is one of the reasons why slow burn is right after the Zwift Academy workout, because of the intensity that it throws at you week after week. It is. It is. Yep. Yeah. 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 So the challenge would be, yeah. The challenge would be to keep that low and slow. Because really, you can only go hard for so long before you're just going kind of what they call medio, or just kind of hard enough to breathe hard, but not hard enough to get fitness, and not slow enough to go long enough. Because you get tired. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yep. Yeah. And so, so changing that ride up to either a heart rate based ride, almost like you guys watch your Fat Max and kind of stay under that, I think would really change that ride up. And as long as you're fueling it anywhere from 30 to 60 grams per hour, you'll feel pretty good at the end of that, fully fueled. That's a whole nother thing that people usually don't fuel enough outright on the road, or indoors for that matter. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised, the mix of it. How long is your 100K ride when you guys go? Remember 2 weeks ago you guys went out for 100 kilometers, right? How long was that? How long did it take? Yeah, so between like 4 bottles, so 1 refill with 4 bottles with like 30 grams in it, and then food every 30 minutes. It actually that's 8 pieces of food maybe. Yeah. You'd probably be, even if you did like the Justin Wagner way and just ate fig bars every hour, it'd be 4 fig bars and 4 bottles. Yeah. So really, yeah. Get water. Yeah, that's tough. So a couple ways to get around that, and I think TeamODZ's done it. You guys can do hydration packs with just water in it, and that'll give you another bottle or 2. You could also carry a 3rd bottle. Yeah. Yep. So then you got 3 hours on the bike. 3 hours worth of bottles on the bike. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Where's that place, Jace? TeamODZ stopped at a cool place like a week or 2 ago, remember? Was that a donut shop? I forgot what it was. What was it? Sent a picture to us. That was a good one too. Yeah,
Yeah, a few weeks ago we did the zips ride. That was silly.
Oh yeah, there's that. Oh man.
I'll have to tell you.
Yeah,
I'm back to this.
Where did that ride come from, Jason? Or was that just a made up? Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. A buddy of mine works with sets it up and was like, hey, we're gonna go ride 100 miles and go zip.
Oh no.
I was like, okay. So the guy sent me the route, and it ended up being all road except about 4 miles of gnarly gravel. So I ended up doing it on my cross bike. Everybody else was on the roadie. So that made it a little extra effort, but also made it good because I was able to take my feed bag and have finger tops.
Nice. No, I love it.
But it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny because the guys that wanted to do it were eating so many hamburgers and
oh my god,
like all the way. And next thing you know, I'm pulling away from them on my cross bike. I'm like, yeah, they're sore.
yeah, that's the other way to carry food. Is in a frame back.
Yeah.
If you're going over 3 hours. Hey, what's up, Owen? Yeah. Because then it's not on your back. And that takes a toll. Hour after hour. So, Jason, you do the one in your frame, right? Under your top two?
Yeah.
There's that. There's a burrito bag under your Garmin, like right in front. So those are all nice. So I usually carry very little in my pockets. Phone and light stuff. Then I bring everything else in that frame bag. It saved us more than once at team camp when people didn't bring enough food. Most of the ride leaders will bring extra food because you never know. That's one nice thing about camp. You got a lot of really experienced ride leaders leading the rides, knowing kind of what paces and where everyone's going to be. And Ryan, you could see if you could jump over that fire pit that Eric Denning was pointing out in that photo.
Oh man, that was a huge fire.
Oh
yeah.
Massive.
Yeah. It gets weird. It gets weird after dark with ODZ.
Yeah. The same house, right?
Yeah, all the same house. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of dads that don't have to put their kids to sleep at night, but they're usually up anyways. So then everyone's like, "What do we do?"
Jump over fire pit.
Yeah, there's lots of recovery going on though, between recovery boots and every recovery method and tool that everybody brought. You're able to try everything you've ever seen on TV. Yeah. Then all the triathletes making all the cyclists look bad. Get back from like 80 or 100 miles pounding it, and they eat something, put their running shoes on and go run like 5 miles. You're like, ugh, I just want to go in the pool. Nice. Good morning, Jerry. Yeah, Themo and I doing VO2. Ryan's doing SST. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And the rights are doing located slow burn. Morning to you, Jerry. We were just talking about how well you raced yesterday, Jerry. I was explaining your success and how you recover so well. Owen says, but triathletes don't wear socks, so how can you trust them?
You can't. You can't. Oh.
Hey, Owen. Hey, Ryan, have you talked to Ty recently?
Yeah, it's short spurts.
Yeah. He's recovered okay?
Yeah, he's actually ready to work now.
Good.
But he's supposed to have some back pain. So, yeah, I guess it looked bad. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It looked bad when he first crashed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's riding.
He's good.
He's doing okay. He's going commuting right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 10 miles
Yeah. He's
each
good.
way.
Under an hour, right? He's good.
Yeah. It's got some hills.
Oh, yeah, it
like
does.
a little valley, so you have to go down a steep hill, flat, and finishes
Nice.
on a steep hill. And he's got to do that on the way back.
Yeah, the shuttle workouts are awesome, Jerry. They really get you that burn and that feel for how it should feel like when you're recovering. You're almost in a perfect space, Jerry, where your training plan and your racing goals are lining up, which is nice. If you just joined in on Twitch, welcome and good morning. Thanks for joining in. This is the Endurance Lab Wednesday workout. One more. Nice to be getting in your final blocks here for slow burn. Don't forget to stand up. Yep. Got a couple more blocks left. Make sure you stand up in between. Get a little bit of standing and settle back in. Oh, what was that gate? That was weird. Oh yeah, that's weird. Anyone else seeing that finish gate? Like right after this left turn? Yes, see. Let me see. Oh no, huh? It's a blue gate plus a, huh? You see that, Jerry? That's weird. I think it's only me though.
Yeah, I don't see anything. On your head. They make drugs for that.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Same pill that has color blindness as one of the side effects. All right, one more here. Come on.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
So, Who's that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Owen. That's weird, right? Almost there. Almost there. Push through. Push through. Come on. Come on. No. There we go.
Good job.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
You guys done with the 30? 30?
Done. I think Timo should be just about done. Timo should be done.
Yeah.
I've got one more set. Yep. Nice job, man. 7.5 minutes at VO2, man. That's good work.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we usually top out around 13 in the plan. And average is around 11 before people kind of bail out, depending on your level of fitness. So that's really good. So,
15, 15, and 15.
yeah. So I guess we were talking about what you wanted to do off season. So there's a couple things. I think going to more like disconnected rides would probably be good. I was thinking or wanted to suggest maybe just dropping in the maintenance plan. So a couple, like 1 or 2 structured workouts, and then you could just ride what you want the rest of the week.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm still going to be getting my commutes in and all of that. So no, I'm cool with doing that. That works for me.
And then if there's anything that you want to, yeah, and if there's anything we want to shore up, lower back pain, hamstring, anything that you had a little niggled with, we can put a plan together to work on those things with what you have. If it's simple as a kettlebell and a bunch of core work like foundations, things like that, then I think a lot of those could be helpful during the week.
That works. Yeah, I was even kind of thinking if we did, like you were saying, a couple structures through the week, and then I can offset in between those doing, like I said, yoga, stretches.
Yeah, I have a couple that'll be really good. Yeah, and then depending on how fit, like you, Ryan, Ty, and John want to come into camp, you guys can decide what you want to do before, and I can set you up 12 weeks before camp starts in the end of February, and then yeah. Of course, I wouldn't recommend like race ready in February, but really up to you guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to be race ready when you ride with everybody together on Saturday, so because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think you'll find, hopefully Ty and John could speak to it, but hopefully you'll find that our rides are a bit more not trying to be like, oh, look at me, I can go the hardest because we're going like 8 days in a row. So like it's gonna peter out at some point.
It's gonna be structured, yeah.
Yeah. So there'll be groups, and you'll get in those groups, and you'll have your leader, and you'll do your work, and everyone will have a good time. We'll be together for the beginning, and people do their thing and get their work done. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think like with our rides when it happens, it's just buddies riding bikes together. So
Yeah.
you know how that goes.
Yeah. The first day or two is always like ripping legs apart, And so we always make
Yeah.
those rides real short. And we'll go 2 times a day. That way people can, get work in. Yeah. Every ride is a race, Owen says, right? Yeah. It can be. It can
And
be.
if there's multiple bikes in one spot, right?
Yep. Got a little bit to go. You guys should have about 6 minutes left. 6, 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just don't chase Justin. We're gonna make stickers that you put on your top tube that says, "You don't work for Justin." Oh, many a miles have I spent. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm pretty stoked. We're doing a Wednesday ride tonight, and there's 2 climbs that I haven't done this year yet. And I'm pretty
Nice.
stoked to.
Give it a go.
And one of them, my last time up it was like 10 minutes, so I'm pretty stoked to see the longer time. So it'd be
Yep.
nice to do that.
Yeah.
See like the comparison from this, and I think the last time I rode it was this time last year, so it'd be pretty nice to see
Yeah.
a full year jump.
What hill is that, Jason?
Going up Bella Vista
Oh, yeah.
at the end of Sullivan,
Yep.
and that's good, and it pitches quite a bit and back and forth, so
That'll be good.
yeah, it'd be interesting to see. There was a few times over the summer that I debated going and doing repeats of it.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's all residential,
Yeah.
so it's kind of it can be sketchy. So, but it would be a good one because of that too. You know, it's not super high traffic, but
Just gotta watch out for people pulling out of the driveways.
yeah, so you can't like ride right on the curb to stay out of the way, you know, and yeah, so it's kind of sketchy. I always get drawn over to Arborcrest because it's like a 5-minute ride. I can just do a nice easy spin over there, 5-10 minutes spin, and then just sit there and ride up Arborcrest.
Nice. How long is that?
I think it's just under a mile. Gradual climb. I think it does get steep. I think probably the last, I don't know, the middle of it's about 9%, but it gets up to like 14 or 15 at the top. Yeah, it's a slow ramping climb. It's cool though, I love it.
You stay
For
on
some
that
reason-
road, does it take you over to Bigelow?
Yeah, you can take that over to Bigelow. And what's really cool, you can take that down to Bigelow, go over Bigelow Gulch, take a left. and
Go
then
down
you
that
can go-
steep hill?
Yeah, and then you can climb back up Moffett and come back. Moffat's a cool climb too.
Yeah. It's just kind of to the east of Argonne, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like if you take Argonne out and you come to that 4-way stop with Pion,
Yeah.
and you turn right on Pion, it'll take you out there, yeah. I think I've ridden that climb more on my gravel bike than my road bike because there's so much gravel out in that area.
Yeah, something's weird. You can, Jerry. You could send it to RTX. I bet. That's an idea. Where's this cord go? Let's try it. Cable B.
All right, fellas, I'm hopping off. I'm gonna head to work.
Come on, brother.
Hey,
Stuff,
Jason.
man.
Always fun.
Alright, see ya.
Fun as always.
Yeah.
See ya.
Let's see if that helps. Oh, helped a little bit. Yeah. So So I output Discord to cable B. Hold on, let me get to this. 2 more. Come on.
You got it? Nice one, dude.
So, nice. Dang. Putting out some on.
Oh.
No, not any better.
So were you guys surprised at all with your a 10-minute sprint or 10-second sprint or 20-second sprint? Are you guys surprised with those numbers at all?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I
You guys get to your average watts on those?
did for a minute, for a few seconds, and then it kind of petered off.
I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
I've never really done that. And actually seen numbers.
Yeah, if you go to your today's plan on our peak interval, it'll show you their average watts. On that segment, you can kind of compare your 10 and your 20.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess if you go to your curve too, the power curve, you can kind of see where you were on that.
I'm not the greatest sprinter.
Yeah. It is something that is trained. A lot of it comes from technique.
Yeah.
It feels odd to me to stand on
Yeah.
the train.
You're right. So what we typically do is we'll work on the muscle activation that requires you to get up in those first seconds of your sprint, and then you go out and sprint outdoors. So then you'll start your sprint down low on the saddle, ramp up, and then you kick, and that usually will do the trick.
Okay.
Because a lot of it comes from that really high torque, kind of lower leg speed, and then the top end is you being able to pedal, 105, 110 RPM. Oh, okay. I try that, Jerry. It is actually better. It's actually inside. Yeah, well, I'm done. 9-minute cooldown. And I think everyone else is pretty much there.
3-minute cooldown left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
cool
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, so good job. So, again, just kind of wrapping up. So these days where we don't go as hard, a lot of time we don't take the time to do these workouts and spend the time to let the body essentially absorb its fitness, but still get TSS, all those things, and still get time on the bike and feel good. If you get on the bike, obviously you feel better. Any effort that you do, you'll be able to get on and do this, get some work in, feel good about it, and you still recover for tomorrow's Fat Max, and then sweet spot for Fridays is a real good one before the weekend, because it's hard, but also it's not so hard where you're completely drained, because it really only runs at about 90% of your FTP. So that means you're not going 100% out on every interval. And so that allows you to still be able to do work over the weekend and enjoy that, but still get some really good fitness. So it's really all about bang for the buck as you work out through the week. Yeah. But yeah.
What does SST mean?
Sweet spot training. So sweet spot training is the idea where you're kind of above where you can keep a conversation pace, but you're not at like your threshold where you stop talking and you're kind of almost in quiet time, where it's definitely enough. And so, and it is about like I said, 90%. And this is the zone where we find that you get the most fitness with the minimal amount of fatigue. Because for example, if you did something right at your FTP threshold, like you did on day 1 of Academy, right? 10 minutes at that interval, like you can only go so long. But if we backed it off 10%, you'd actually be able to go twice or even 3 times that long with good recovery the next day and be able to do weekend work. And so that's how you understand that. And really just the most effective way to get in fitness without building a whole lot of fatigue on doing either a bunch of races or a bunch of workouts over threshold. That's kind of that dividing line.
Yeah.
Oh, and you said fat max. Talk to me about heart rates. Yeah, I've been gravitating more towards 80. We started at 83%. I'm finding that average is a little bit high. So what I'll do is I'll take anywhere from 80 to 83% and round down on the heart rate. I think Dan and I talked recently. I talked to Katie about it too. And most people's are around 150s. Ryan, what's your fat max heart rate?
157.
Yeah, so we'll try to round him down to like 155. I run it around 145, 150. So it's usually the zone. Yeah. All right, so last week, and you guys might have experienced this, is that most of the time for Owen it was about 152, but the last 5 minutes it starts ticking up and it ended up being around 160. And so what that speaks to is your endurance. So if that was a Sunday workout at that 30-minute mark, things are starting to switch over. So what you need to do is lower that bias right here, Owen, on the left side under your workout, or decrease the wattage so that you could follow that heart rate at around 150-ish, 155. So there's no gain to be had by going over. It's more of a moderate tempo workout. So hope that helps. Good job, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, can I make a comment or ask a question?
Of course, always.
So when I do a lot of the fat max or just almost any ride, often I get into a zone where I'm like daydreaming. I'll go into like a past experience with like racing, and next thing you know, I'm putting out the same watts, but my heart rate's jumped, 10 beats per minute.
Yeah.
And it happened a little bit today, but I'll have to like calm myself down, start breathing again, kind of get it back to normal. But is that normal? Like to go out to the world and you're thinking about racing and then have it go up.
Yeah, absolutely. So you could easily just be like doing this kind of workout, watching like the guys race on Zwift, for example, and you'll be doing the same pace, and your heart rate will go up because you're just excited, So the crossover point becomes you train enough at that wattage, at that heart rate, so that when you guys are out, you switch that over to perceived exertion, right? Because let's say outside you don't have a power meter, you just have heart rate, right? So you have to kind of go by feel. And when you do it 30 minutes at a time, hours and hours together, you know what fat max feels like, and you want to get into that when you're with the group, and that way you're cruising along at that. But yeah, I guess to answer your question, that is normal. And get yourself controlled. And even today, you should see your heart rate really low, especially with low cadence. And you get stronger muscularly, and you guys do right a good amount. Your heart rate will be lower than it abnormally would be at like 90 or 95. Yeah.
So as long as I'm able to get it back down.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's just fine. So Owen says keep it at the 150 rather than pin the power. So fat max, the way the adage goes, you hit the power until you hit the heart rate. When you hit the heart rate, you back off the power. And then you just go by heart rate to the end of the interval. And then you rest and you do it again. You'll get to the point where the power won't be enough, which happens pretty quickly for most people. The power won't be enough, and and then you'll be upping the power. So.
All right, fellas. Good stuff. We'll see you.
Catch you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Hey Chase, you guys going outside this weekend with your dad?
No, I'm not quite sure. I hope so.
Sure. Alright, cool. So that, I don't know, I forgot to tell him, but that workout on Sundays is if you guys don't go out, then you do it like you did last week. But if you guys go out, you don't have to try to do both. Just try to get out and
Okay,
get that much amount of work in, you know? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal. Good.
I'll let him know.
Show.
All right, guys. I'm out of here.
Later, Chase.
All right, we'll see ya.
Well done.
All right, see you, Jason. Thanks.
Later. All right, looks like that's it here from Workout Wednesdays with the Endurance Lab. Plenty of 30-30s to be had. Hopefully you got some information. You had a chance to learn something. You got questions, we're always open to answering. So hit us up. Again, thanks for joining in. In the meantime, check us out at TeamODZ.com and EnduranceLab.fit, where you can train smart and get results. See you next week. 90. Yep, 152. That'll work, Owen. Yeah, I'd say round down. 150, bro. Yeah, I'll talk to you offline.